I know he can't sleep at night right now because he keeps waking up and telling himself that he's better than me, but I know deep down he knows that's not true. So I need to knock him out, give him an opportunity to fight for my belt, knock him out, and then I'll just say to him, now you can sleep. Now you can rest at night.
He's very rangy. He can make the fight slow if he wants to. What do you make of his skill set?
His skills, I just have to run in this camp too much because I have to follow him because he runs too much, you know. I know his game plan, we always see his fight and he has same style always. But I will try to catch him, take him down, just what I did with my all opponents.
He's done a lot of his camp, obviously, with Charles Oliveira. He's trained a lot. Is there anything Charles can tell him about you that you're worried about?
Yeah, Charles is gonna teach him how to tap fast, that's it.
For me to go out and show the world how talented I am. I just don't see him lasting very long. I just don't see it. The way I'm hitting, the way I'm moving, the power, the vision, the speed, I'm gonna break him. He likes to talk about being... Bilal's biggest strength is he's tough and he's durable and he likes to get in people's face. He's not gonna get in my face. He's gonna be kept at a range and I'm gonna ping the mouth off, I'm gonna bust his face open and eventually he's gonna look for an easy way out and I'm gonna give it to him. It's gonna be my left or my right hand, landing on his chin and put him to sleep.
Ian Garry has fired back at Islam Makhachev's latest game plan, making one thing crystal clear: he isn't backing down from anyone.
He said he was very familiar with Ian Garry, said we watch him all the time. Ian Garry runs the whole time? Really? I had not noticed that. And it's a very interesting detail if he does. Now make sure, if you're talking about Ian Garry does a good job of moving, yes, he moves the whole time. But they didn't say moving, they said running, and running specifically, when we use it as a vernacular in this space, means he goes backwards. He's running from you. He's running. Running away from a fight. Guys that run away from fights are really hard to take down.
Ian Garry ain't backing down from Islam, but MMA legends still believe Islam has already found the perfect way to shut him down.
Unbelievably grueling training sessions, and you know that was one of the things that was so apparent, like with his endurance and their discipline was like second to none. They were like, no girlfriends, no phones, no video games. We train, yeah, and you know, recover, train, eat, recover, train, and you wanna really be a champion. This is how you have to work. And this is why Islam Makhachev is so good.
Khabib says Ian Garry wastes energy with fake trash talk, while Islam Makhachev stays locked in on the game plan.
Insane is just noise, you know? He is not him, you know? I think he tried to, it was fake corner. It's my opinion, because like a couple months ago, we see how he was nice. Now he tried to be like, you know, it's like, it's look like fake, you know? That's why this trash talk don't work on me. My opinion, it was his big mistake. He lose so much energy. He lose so much energy because he tried to go under his skin. Don't focus on your opponent. Why you have to focus on him? Just focus on yourself.
Luke Thomas says Ian Garry must take huge risks because playing it safe never beats Islam Makhachev.
Notice, but nevertheless, both guys are running risks in cases like that. But I'm just talking about a guy who is a pound-for-pound great in the sport. He's either number 1 or number 2 heading into that contest with Islam Makhachev. The only way he was really able to maximize it was by accepting an extraordinary and, frankly, profoundly inadvisable level of risk.
Dan Hardy believes a bigger, stronger Islam Makhachev makes Ian Garry's toughest challenge even more dangerous.
At the time, I mean, his boxing's always impressed me. But at this point, I feel like Islam's moving up a weight class at the right time. You know, there are a lot of fighters that stay in a weight class for too long and they seem to kind of stifle their physical growth. I don't think Islam can stay healthy and stay in that lightweight division for any longer. And I think right now he's allowed himself to move into a division where his body's just going to grow into it. He's going to be incredibly powerful. You know?
Ian Garry says beating Islam Makhachev makes history, proving he's not running away from the UFC's biggest challenge.
And basically inevitably guaranteeing I'm going to get that record, it is pretty wild.
Yes.
The most wins by any UFC fighter in Irish history it's going to be owned by me. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the cusp, and wouldn't it be crazy if it's in a title fight that you break it? I mean, just like
here's what's at stake in this next fight for me, right? Ian Machado Garry versus Islam Makhachev, the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, the current welterweight champion, looking to break records, break the history of the sport, and have the 17th consecutive win in UFC history, right? That 17th consecutive fight. On the other side, you have a guy who's wanting to prove and achieve his dreams of being the best welterweight on the planet by beating the baddest man on the planet, the pound-for-pound number 1 in the world. In doing so,
Michael Bisping warns Ian Garry that Islam Makhachev is built for moments like this and never cracks under pressure.
However, will it be enough? We got to remember, Islam Makhachev was bred for this ever since he was a little boy. There's just something different about him, about his team, about Khabib, about Eagle MMA, about Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, the lineage, the heritage, and just the kind of fighting spirit that these men have. Islam Makhachev has been bred for this moment, and he's been in these kind of big moments before. Remember,
Islam's game plan is straight up simple. Drag Ian Garry to the mat, keep him there, and get the finish. If Garry can't stop that wrestling, he's in for a long night.
I know he's not good on the grappling or wrestling, but he's not like weak point, but his good point is the striking, That's why it's not secret. I will try to take him down, hold him, and finish him in the ground.
MMA experts believe Islam Makhachev presents one of the toughest challenges Ian Garry has ever faced. They point out that Islam's size, relentless pressure, and complete skill set make him dangerous in every phase of the fight. Rather than avoiding difficult opponents, Islam continues chasing the biggest tests available. That reputation explains why so many analysts believe Garry must deliver the performance of his career if he wants to stop the champion's momentum and pull off a massive upset.
Islam Makhachev not steering away from that challenge. Islam is coming up, so he's going to be, I feel like comparably size-wise, they're going to be about even, Islam's super good.
Islam Makhachev sends a powerful message before facing Ian Garry, saying he wants to dominate every opponent just as Khabib Nurmagomedov once did. He embraces comparisons with his mentor and aims to continue that legacy through complete performances inside the octagon. That confidence reflects the mindset behind his game plan against Garry. Islam is not chasing a close fight or a narrow victory. He wants total control from start to finish and another statement performance as champion.
Honestly, I want to smash all my opponents like Khabib too. I agree. If somebody say you fight like Khabib or you're gonna be like Khabib, I wanna be.
Daniel Cormier completely dismisses the idea that Islam Makhachev is intimidated by Ian Garry. Having known Islam for years, DC says the champion has never shown fear of any opponent and approaches every challenge with the same confidence. That belief matches everything seen throughout Islam's career. While Garry promises to expose the champion, Cormier believes Islam's calm mindset and proven experience give him a major advantage before either man even steps into the octagon.
I know for sure Islam Makhachev is not afraid of him. I'll tell you this, as a person that's a friend of Islam, a person that's known Islam for years and years and years, he's not afraid of him. So
Sean Strickland questions Ian Garry's mentality, claiming he lacks the toughness needed for a challenge as dangerous as Islam Makhachev. Strickland argues that true character shows under pressure, suggesting Garry will be tested like never before against the UFC champion. Those comments only add more pressure ahead of the fight. With critics questioning both his mindset and preparation, Garry now has the opportunity to silence the doubters by proving he can handle Islam's relentless style inside the cage.
He's just he's a weak man. He's a fucking weak man. And this is what I try to tell people, man. You meet these fucking cunts all day long and they smile and they shake your fucking hand and they smile, but really like their core is fucking rotten. And like you look at me and I'm an asshole, I'm making fun of this liberal fuck, Like, no offense, man. I mean, I guess we need fucking liberals,
Javier Mendez explains that Islam Makhachev's greatest strength is his complete MMA game. He says Islam already possesses elite striking, wrestling, grappling, judo, and kickboxing, leaving coaches to focus mainly on keeping him mentally sharp. Mendes credits Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov's lifelong coaching for building such a complete fighter. That foundation makes Islam one of the hardest champions to defeat. Against Ian Garry, Mendes believes the champion enters fully prepared, disciplined, and capable of winning wherever the fight unfolds.
The beautiful thing about Islam is that we didn't really have to do very much at all. We just had him do 5 rounds, and we've been kind of more or less doing that already. So he's already used to it, and he's so good everywhere. You know, he's a good striker, he's a good in the ground, he's a good wrestler, he has good judo, he has good kick, everywhere. He's good everywhere. So really, we just have to get him mentally in shape, mentally focused, and realistically, that's easy to do too, because he's been so well trained from father. You know, Habib's father, Abdulmanap, done such a great job with him that for me, my job is really easy. And any other coach that comes in and trains Islam Makhachev is going to have an easy time with it because father has trained him extremely well from the get-go. You know, from what I hear, he was, you know, the #1 student for father. That's according to what Habib had told me. So I can see it. You know, you can see everything in Islam. He's everything that you're supposed to be. He handles himself well outside. He handles himself well inside. So he's the total package.
Ian Garry insists he isn't running away from the toughest challenge of his career. Islam Makhachev believes his game plan is already the key to victory. The experts continue to debate whether Garry's speed and striking can keep the fight standing or whether Islam's relentless wrestling will eventually take over. Every prediction points to one question that only the octagon can answer. When these two finally meet, will Ian Garry prove he belongs at the top of the sport? Or will Islam Makhachev execute another masterclass and remind everyone why he's one of the most dominant champions in MMA today?